My child, what brings you out into these depths of the forest? It's been a while since I last saw a human in this area. You must have been walking for a long time to get this far. I'm not afraid, my child. I mean no harm. I will forever protect both the forest and myself if I have to. But you do not seem like much of a threat. Let us keep it this way. These woods are sacred. After all, I would rather keep them pure if I can. You surely understand. Good. Very good. Are you cold, my child? You look as though you are shaking. I imagine you have never seen a being quite like myself before. We prefer secluded areas, after all. And usually, we would not take lightly to a human in our domain. If you had met another of my kind, chances are they would have kept or killed you. I have yet to decide. I simply had to approach. You intrigue me, my child. I wish to know more about what brings you here. So far off from your usual habitat. Deep in the woods, where no light of the moon reaches the ground, where you barely spy a star through the thick crown of leaves. Or can you even see what is ahead of you? Or do you simply find yourself enveloped by darkness, with only the reflectiveness of my eyes gleaming at you? Have all of the creatures, all of the sounds scared you away yet? What is it that you seek as you move on ahead? Hold me, my child. Tell me what is it that you're hoping to find? Well then, your silence is a sign of fear, rather than disrespect. Or perhaps you do not know what you are searching for either. How very human of you. Wander blindly, unsure of where your path may lead, of what you are seeking to find. Simply yearning for something out of sight, out of reach. Perhaps my appearance has stunned you, leaving you unable to use your voice. I must simply assume you do not act so rudely on purpose, my child. After all, you must know you are trespassing. Be a guest in my domain, a frail little human whom I can do with as I please. Careful not to outstay your welcome, my child. You surely would not want to upset me. Believe me, it is not a sight to enjoy. Wrath is quite easily sparked within beings such as myself. And it never ends well for the other party. You surely have heard stories of fearsome forest spirits, the cunning of fae, fool gods. All stories have an origin, a hint of truth within them, as fantastical as they may be. Once you've heard of humans disappearing, never to be seen again, being found later in places they could not possibly have gotten to by themselves. Perhaps you've been told of strange occurrences deep within the forest. Unexplainable sounds, unexplainable sightings, sudden outbursts of energy, mysterious sounds. I believe you understand now, my child. Spirit, no God. There's nothing to be messed with, nothing to be taken lightly. Keep that in mind. After all, my kind has roamed these lands far before yours could even hope. Yet still you humans love to act as though all lands belong to you. Look at you. So small. So insignificant. If there was daylight around, you would quite literally stand in my shadow. And yet, you act as though you are the Almighty, as though you are the bright sun bringing life to all creatures, as though you get to decide what thrives and what burns beneath you. You humans are foolish, fighting over what you believe to be the truth, over, over what you call power. You are nothing compared to us. You are the lion believing it is king, whilst we are the forest, giving you life. I must say, you impress me, my child. Used to be your kind would have tried to defend themselves already, be that verbally or physically. A curious one you are indeed. I can tell you'd cling to my every word, as though you actually are listening to me. Peculiar. I must say I am beginning to enjoy your silence. So far, most humans that have crossed my path been quite loud once they found their tongues again. Not just loud, my child, quite rude too. I do not mind the simple talk, pleasant conversation. Getting yelled at, getting insulted is not so much something I enjoy. I'm sure you understand. You seem intelligent. Beneath your quiet facade, I can see a wisdom in your eyes that most humans lack. You might make for some nice company, after all. To sit in silence for millennia, with only the forest speaking to you, can get quite ponderous, as meditative as it may be. Every now and then, it might be nice to have another to converse with on the physical plane. The whispers of the trees in ancient languages can get tiring, especially if they're the only thing you hear. Most of my kind prefer solitude, but even then, one may miss the sound of another voice after a while. Humans are quite painful to be around, however. So unperceptive, insensitive, frankly, so ignorant, so ignorant. So ignorant, so ignorant. But you, it's one of greater wisdom and insight than most others I've seen throughout my eternal life. Yet even for the briefest of blinks, compared to an immortal, I do believe I will enjoy your company. I would ask if you were willing to stay, but you do not have much of a say in this matter. Had I not approached, you may have wandered aimlessly through these woods for days before you finally collapsed. And even though your choices are to stay with me or to be killed, for I do not want word of me outside of this forest. You mine now. but I promise I will take good care of you. And so I shall find you some shelter and a comfortable place to rest. From what I remember, humans are mostly diurnal and prefer to sleep during nighttime. You look quite exhausted too. I could get you a nice meal to satisfy your hunger before I lay you to rest. The forest offers quite a lot of rich sources of nutrition. Surely, I will be able to prepare you an appetizing dinner. No need to be shy now, my child. Allow me to guide you. I can light a fire for you later, if you wish. I can simply warm you with my presence. Don't let this human form misguide you. I am a being of energy, after all.